Hey, welcome to another one. Today I am going to make some blast pipes. We need to change the exhaust on the Sil80. The one out the middle and the rear looks a little bit odd and it's obnoxiously loud. So we want to make some blast pipes, but I want them to fit in the factory outlet cutout. So instead of going 3-inch, which is what most people do, we're going to go with this, which is 2.5-inch stainless. So we'll make 2 pipes at 2.5-inch stainless. I don't know how long I'll make them yet, and I might make them hang out and kick up just because it looks cool. There's a couple of angles that you can cut to get these to work really well. I'm pretty sure I remember what they are. It's been a while since I've made them. If I get them right, I'll write it in the video so you can see what the angle is that I cut it at, and then weld it together. All right, we'll get started and make some blast pipes. So first up, I've got to do the first cut in the main part. Now I know minimum I want these 500 long, but I'll probably go 500 long plus the kick up. So at the moment I'm just working with a straight bit. So first I'm going to mark off 500. So I know where my cut goes. So that'll be the shortest point of the cut. So that's marked. Off the top of my head, we just cut this at a 22.5 degree angle across the pipe. And then we cut the second 500. So there's our 2 pieces to go together, which should leave us with a V shape at the bottom. And then we cut, I've got some off-cut pieces here. Then we do the same to those, and the 245 should come together, so it'll be 2 straights into a triangle. And then you just attach the pipe at the bottom of the triangle. All right, let's get cutting. So we're back over to the bandsaw. I've been using this heaps lately, and it reminds me why we need one. So I've got my 500 mark here, and it's going to cut angled across that way. So this is the shortest point, or the furthest this way of the cut. So it'll mean it'll cut the 22.5 degrees that way. We should be good. So let's get cutting. A little bit of a spray. And let's go. For this one, we go back to do a straight cut because we've already got our 22.5 degree cut there, so we're making this straight so it'll match the other one. Yeah, so we got our 2 cuts there, and we should be able to cut like this one. I think is a very similar cut actually, and you cut there and then straight through here. Same for this one, and then they match up. You just space them accordingly. But yeah, theory should work. So I'm probably going to use this end because it matches. Maybe. We'll see. So next up, I cut my 2 little pieces and we just line them up and tack them in place. I'll finish weld them later. Alright, I'll get the welder set up and come back. So that's the first half stuck. I'm still practicing TIG welding. And I only have a touch to start TIG welder, but it's good for learning. So the theory is that this one should attach there, and then we can cut dead straight down here. Should be good to go. We got our 2 pipes. Now we just need to trim off excess from each end, which I've marked. But I can't use the bandsaw anymore because there's no way to clamp it to fit. So we'll cut those with an angle grinder, and then hope that we've got them lined up. I don't know. Good news and bad news. The good news is it's all cut. The bad news is that last freehand cut's a little bit off, but I can rescue it because we end up putting this over the end. So I'll just fill it in as it needs it. So I've got them tacked together. I've got a couple little gaps I have to fill. I think I've only done one other pair of these, and so I've got a couple of little bits to fill here. I put in a brace here that's really hot so that these won't vibrate or anything. But yeah, they should be alright. I'll just go through them and finish welding them and yeah, see how they go. Well, I got it mostly together. We've got our brace in here. This is all welded. It's welded even in the gap down here, which is cool. I just got to sort out the gap at the top, weld that on, and there's a small gap at the bottom, and then it's done. We decide what we do here, and then I have to buy a flange. I don't have one, but I'm about to run out of gas, so and it always happens. I'll finish these up and I'll put a picture up of them once they're done, and then yeah, that's about all for this one. I'm gonna keep working. We've got plenty of stuff to do with Torque Drift, so 8.6 in the next one, I reckon. All right, catch us later. I managed to have enough gas to finish them off, so here they are. So they turned out pretty good. I had to do some terrible things here because I had a gap. But the parts where I had a good gap, my welding's getting better, so that's always good. As I said, I'm learning TIG. I could count on both hands how many times I've used the TIG before, so yeah. But like, these bits where the join was good are excellent. The bit where I filled a gap is terrible, but does still work though. That bit's under the car, that bit's hanging out. So I'm going to cut the angled up tips, and I should get those gaps nice so I can weld them on heaps easier. But yeah, alright, thanks, catch ya. Hey, I forgot to film an outro the other day, but blast pipes are all done. I got some gas and finished them. So I've ordered some more stainless bends and they'll go on the Sil80. When we get that, I'll film it again. But after that, we'll catch you later on the next one. Bye.